I'm about to say something really sad that Andrew's not gonna like. That this is our last official weekend on our US road trip. Although we might see a few cool things along the way, this is really our last weekend to get out and do stuff. So we are exploring Door County in Wisconsin. Tonight, we're doing a very traditional event. Only happens here in Door County. We're going to a fish boil. Not really sure what that means. So we're about to find out, but we had to show up 45 minutes before our dining time. So we are just walking up now and we'll see what it's all about. What I've gathered from what a fish boil is, without really anyone telling me this, is that they put the fish in and it boils over like a wood fire for, I don't know, maybe an hour, I'm not sure. And then something is rising to the top. I think it's like the oil, like the fish oil, it rises to the top. And then they're gonna throw something on it that causes the water to boil over the outside of the pot, and all that oily stuff goes out of the pot, and then you just have nice clean fish to eat. So we're gonna see, but I think it makes like a pretty big flame, especially based off of the big black ring around the pot. I would say that's from previous boils, so we'll see.
Wow. I don't think I've ever had fish like this. So cool. Fresh, boiled. I saw it being cooked. I know it's cooked. Look at Holly's face. Watch this.
I don't like fish at all. When I did it for the experience, it's called whitefish, so I assumed it's like white fish, which is the only kind of fish that I will eat. But then the guy outside was explaining that's just the name of the fish. It's just called a whitefish. So we'll see. I've heard lake fish is very fishy. So I went for one piece, Andrew went for two. It's only $4 more to get two pieces, so if you like fish, it's definitely a better deal. I'm honestly just excited for the pie. I'm not fully sure how to even eat this.
A lot of bone. It's not very fishy.
It doesn't really taste like anything.
It's whitefish.
It is whitefish.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's not fishy fish, which is great. So one piece is probably still too much, especially with a bunch of bones in it, but I'm satisfied.
One thing I didn't think about is all the bones. I am thoroughly impressed. I don't really like fish that much either, but this is really delicious. It's good. I mean, it's salty, it's buttery, and I am 100% sure I'm doing this wrong. So for all you Michiganders and Wisconsinites out there, sorry. That's good. Apparently Holly thinks it's funny that I'm eating a bulb of onion, but it's sweet onion. It's the same onions they use in the bloomin' onion at Outback. After being boiled, oh my god, it's so good. And that's how you do a fish boil. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is the moment we've all, well, Holly's been waiting for. The whole reason we came tonight, the reason she found and picked this place for dessert.
Cherry pie. Wow. Oh my god, wow.
Tart.
So good. They're super fresh cherries, which I know because there are a lot of cherry like farms around here. They're super tart and delicious.
All right, final thoughts. So that was Pelletier's fish boil. What'd you think?
I'm very glad that we did it for the experience. The fish was, it was okay. It was definitely better than I was expecting, but I don't like fish and hit my fish quota for the year about halfway through, so.
Yeah, that's definitely saying something. Guys, that means that that fish was delicious. If she says it's okay, that is to die for in anybody else's book. I would say it was really good too. Everything we had, I mean, the potatoes were delicious, the coleslaw was good.
Yeah.
And
corn was good.
I like the onion. That was
Whole
really
onion.
good. So I would say, excuse me.
And you forgot the best part, cherry pie.
So if you're up in this area, check out Pelletier's.
Good morning from Door County, Wisconsin. We just stopped for some coffee at Door County Coffee. And now we have a pretty fun day driving all along the coast of the peninsula before we check into a Harvest Toast tonight, which is our first official, oh my god, our first official farm for a Harvest Toast.
These cherries are delicious.
Okay, what's your technique here?
I'm gonna spit. All right, the men's state record. Wow, women got almost as far.
Yeah, because women are some.
Strategy. I'm gonna clean the pit really, really well so it's aerodynamic.
Where'd it go? Oh, I don't see them. I don't see them land anymore.
Bounce to 30.
It's very hard to get the pit out, but swallow the cherry first. Okay, I'm ready. Oh, cherry down. Ready?
I think that was 2 feet.
Winner!
Ready? Okay. That's pretty good. Right at 15 feet. All right. Ready?
We've been driving around Door County all morning, and we just stopped at Lawton Batch's Orchard County. It's a winery. They have wine tastings going on. They have a barn full of some local eats and drinks. Tons of cherry everything, but the one reason that you definitely have to come here is the cherry spittin' pit. It is cherry season here in Wisconsin, and we are definitely taking advantage of that. Every day we've had something different, cherry flavored. Yesterday it was cherry pie. This morning it's cherry donuts. We had some actual cherries today. I think after this trip, I'll have had a fair share of cherries. We just pulled into Peninsula State Park. It's right outside of Fish Creek in Door County. We decided to buy an annual pass, which was $38 because we're out of state, but we're visiting this state park today and a few others this week, so it made more sense than paying $13 a day to just get an annual pass that's good through the rest of the year.
There are 11 lighthouses in Door County, and this is one of them.
I love that pretty much everything in Door County is on the water. We just checked into our Harvest Toast at Wasita Farms. and we did a little tour around and did some grocery shopping in their little store with all their fresh meats, fresh cheeses. They had a cooler, like a walk-in cooler with fresh vegetables, and then we got some meat out of the cooler too. So we stocked up for the night, but we were actually heading out to see another state park before the day is over. So it's starting to rain a little bit, so I don't know how good this is gonna be. It might be a bust, but we're gonna try and explore before the sun goes down.
I love it. This is like the life.
Good morning from Wasita Farm. We spent the night last night here at our Harvest Host. We had a very private campsite, but it did rain all night and it went from a sprinkle to a downpour, so we got a little bit of water in the RV through the fans. Not great, but that's okay. So today we are gonna be exploring Bailey's Harbor here in Door County before we head down to a different state park for the night. Not sure what's on the agenda today. We're gonna head over to the Boynton Chapel first, and then from there just kind of explore the little towns and the coastlines, and then we'll head up to our campsite for the night. Well, we made it to Boynton Chapel and it's closed. Ironic because it is Sunday. Door County lighthouse that we are going to visit, or that we were going to visit, but we decided not to do the crossing, just to watch these people do it instead. So there is a fee to get to this lighthouse because they have to take you across in a tractor. So this is kind of our last stop in Door County. We are at our final destination in Door County. We are at the Caves State Park. So I don't think you can actually get down into the caves. They're down there where there's a lot of water. There's no railings or anything to protect you from falling over, so try not to do anything stupid.
Whoa!
Wow, cool. Okay, this has to be one of the coolest places we've been. Oh, and Andrew's on the other side too. Ha!
We just got to our campsite for the night. So we have 2 nights in a campground here in a Wisconsin state park, which is excellent. We are right on the water. But we are attempting to fill our tanks and empty our other tanks before this storm rolls in. Today we are heading down to the Sturgeon Bay Nature Preserve. We're hoping to see the lighthouse. I think it's a little too chilly for us to go swimming, but maybe see some swimmers and just kind of hang out on the beach for a bit. known for a lot of different things, but one of the most notable things is all of their lighthouses. So very few can you actually go into, but you can play I Spy along the little peninsula and find, I think there are 11. So we found this one, which is so cute. It's really red. I love that.